Howdy YouTube, welcome back to another home gym log. And in this video I want to discuss nutrition, gaining weight for strength and for size, and calories, bulking, so on and so forth. So to start off, I want to address maintenance calories. I'm going to assume you know what a cut and a bulk is, so on and so forth. And for a bulk, we all know you need to be in a caloric surplus. And I want to address, starting off, is you need to find out what your maintenance is. And I want people to realize, from my own experience at least, that I believe people inflate their maintenance a bit. I believe that your maintenance calories are probably a little lower than you might think. I used to have a maintenance of 3,000 calories. I thought I was eating anywhere from 3,000 to 3,500 calories a day, and it was brutal, honestly, and mentally taxing as well as just physically taxing. And I believe it was too much, and I don't think I really gained optimally from it. I believe I mainly just gained fat. But as of now, I'm eating anywhere from 2,200, 2,500 calories on a good day, and I'm weighing, I need to get on the scale again, but I'm weighing around 195 to 200 pounds. I'm weighing, I'd like to say 200 pounds now, a little over 200, and that's gaining. I've been gaining weight, and I've been gaining strength, and I've noticed it's a lot more sustainable, a lot healthier, a lot mentally, it's a lot more mentally healthy and physically healthy too. I'm not overindulging and stuffing my face. 2,200, 2,500 calories is a good spot for me. And I want to address too that I believe I'm not much of a person with an appetite. I wish I had more of an appetite, and we'll discuss ways you can stimulate your appetite here in a second. But I believe I'm in the category of a hard gainer, I guess, in the sense that it's hard for me to eat, so having that lower area of calories is kind of nice, because I know what it's like to stuff my face. I know what it's like to eat that many calories. But let's get on to the tips, the tricks, the things that I've learned from my experiences from being skin and bones and gaining a bit of beef on myself. So like I said, we want to start out with maintenance. Maintenance, figure it out. It's probably going to be lower than you think it is. They say the average person eats 2,000 calories a day. That's the recommended amount. Take your maintenance, and we all know how bulk works. You take your maintenance and you put anywhere from 100 to 500 calories on top of it. You do not have to be in that much of a surplus in order to gain strength, in order to gain size. It is better to take this slowly, because if you start a dirty bulk and you start piling too many calories on, it's usually not going to end up well for you, and it's just going to be, in a lot of cases, you're going to end up in those scenarios where you're stuffing your face, you're up at 3 a.m. and you're still eating that slice of cheesecake, and you don't even have the appetite for it. You just need to get those calories in. You need to get the calories in, bro. So take heart in that. You do not have to be in that much of a surplus calorically in order to gain strength and to gain muscle. We have to realize that this is going to take a while. This is going to be a time-consuming process. So do not stress out about that. And realize that in a lot of cases, you are eating to support your training, and you're putting, it's like a train, and you're putting that coal in there. You're putting just a little more lumps of coal at a time in order to support your training, in order to support your body, in order to survive, and in order to put yourself into a state where you want to gain mass, gain weight. So that is for the maintenance and the caloric surplus. So we've already addressed hard gainers and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead and go into stimulating your appetite. Now, this is something that I have figured out how to do quite a bit better. If you've seen my other videos, I've discussed this kind of stuff, in order adding new things to your programs as a bodybuilder, as a power lifter, as somebody who just trains. It's good to add new things to your your training. So for me, it's boxing. I'm training to be a boxer. So jump rope, going for a jog, going for a run, doing my road work, hitting the bag, all this stuff is something that can be considered to burn calories, but it's also going to stimulate your appetite. So all those calories burned, if you burn 100 calories doing said thing, you can eat 200 calories. So it's like you're taking a step back to take 2 steps forward. Poetry. So that's something you want to do. Find something that you can stimulate your appetite with. As a hard gainer, as somebody who has trouble eating things, stimulate your appetite. This could also go for a job. If you're doing a job where you're on your feet all day long, you are going to find yourself more hungry because you're going to be moving around. So do something that stimulates your appetite. I'm assuming you're not going to be sitting on a sofa all day long and putting yourself in a state where it's every 2 hours, oh, gotta eat a meal, oh, gotta eat a meal. I've just been sitting around all the time. So put your body in a state where you are actually moving around, force into a state where you get yourself an appetite, do some cardio, so on and so forth. All that stuff is going to help you in the long term when it comes to eating, gaining size, gaining strength, making sure you're hitting that caloric surplus. So we want to talk about ways of eating that are going to help you in order to gain size, in order to gain strength. Easy ways to get calories in. Now I want to stress this, embrace this. This is a nice little thing for us lifters, all right? Embrace snacking. Now I'm not telling you to go get some Doritos and some Mountain Dew and start powdering your fingers with those things, with that junk. I'm telling you that a little snack here and there is a gem. It is absolutely important and crucial. You're driving a truck, you got an hour drive to from work or whatever. Take a bag of nuts with you. Take some fig bars, take some granola bars. Dude, you'd be surprised how much 100 calories adds up to 500 calories worth of snacks, or 200 plus calories worth of snacks. Whatever, all the numbers are getting jumbled up in my head. But you would be surprised how much snacking actually adds to your total calories in the day, and how much it actually energizes you, and how much it's actually nutrient dense. Get some snacks in your diet. You have 3 meals in a day. You wake up, you have a meal. You have a meal in the middle of the day, and you have a meal before you go to bed or whatever. Those snacks in between are extremely important. Get some snacks in. Don't be afraid to snack. We are natural bodybuilders. We are trying to get bigger and stronger. So let's snack. Eat some yummy snacks. So, as for diets, for people who are hard gainers, people who are low appetite, people who maybe are skin and bones, there's a diet known as GOMAD. I'm sure you've heard of this diet. I'm sure you've seen results and so on and so forth. I am not going to advocate for GOMAD, but I do know that if you are trying to put on size, if you are needing to put on size, that GOMAD is going to gain you weight. It will not necessarily it's going to be pure muscle. No, you're going to gain fat with it too, obviously. That is 2,400 calories worth of nutrients. If you drink a whole gallon of milk, you are going to gain weight. And I also want to address, okay, we're talking about milk now. Milk is this is going to be something perfect, all right? Milk is a golden subject. I love milk. We're going to get into it. GOMAD. If you need to gain weight, it's going to help you. Are you lactose intolerant? It's going to suck. I have done that. I have done the GOMAD diet. I was lactose intolerant. A lot of it ended up in the toilet, so I didn't see as much results as somebody who would not be lactose intolerant would see. But we're going to get into this here in a second, because I do drink milk, and I'm no longer lactose intolerant. I went from a whole gallon, I went to a half gallon, lactose with lactose in it, lactose free. And then now, in the golden age, perfect, I finally dialed it all in like a mad scientist. 4 cups of milk for me in a day, that's 600 calories, 30 grams of protein. 600 calories is a lot, and that is of milk, and you can mix it up with stuff you can drink throughout the day. 4 cups of milk, 600 calories, that is my sweet spot. Can you drink more? Sure. But you got to find out, are you lactose intolerant? And is milk healthy for you? Are you somebody who can tolerate it? Not just in the sense of the lactose and stuff like that, but some people have a health issues with milk, depending on how you grew up, your background, so on and so forth. You can get into it. Some people just are not good with dairy products. It's just how you can't eat too much red meat, so on and so forth. Some people can, some people can't. It's a whole mess. So figure that out. Can you drink milk? Are you lactose intolerant? Are you not lactose intolerant? But here's the thing. If you can drink milk, buddy, have I got a pill for you to swallow? Raw milk. Do not let people propaganda against you when it comes to raw milk, okay? Raw milk is the stuff. Raw milk is a gold mine. Raw milk is gains in a jar. I'm going to tell you this right now. Raw milk is the truth, okay? If you can drink milk, if you can eat dairy products, so on and so forth, it doesn't matter if you're lactose intolerant. If you are lactose intolerant, drinking raw milk is going to help you overcome lactose intolerance. Now, I'm not telling you to rush into it. I'm telling you that drinking it over time is going to cure lactose intolerance, because I was in the same situation. I was lactose intolerant because it has the bacteria. Don't let that scare you. It's not some bug that's going to kill you. Bacteria in the milk is there for a reason. It is there to digest. It is there to help your gut. It is there on purpose. It is not just because it's bacteria doesn't mean it's going to make you sick. Now, don't let people propaganda against you. Sure, somebody died drinking raw milk because a thing of manure got plopped into the freaking bucket of milk. Of course, make sure the milk is coming from a cow that is checked up on, that is taken care of, that is fed well, and is not sickly. Because if you drink milk from a sickly cow, which a lot of these things are talking about, somebody got sick drinking raw milk. Yeah, well, was the cow sick? It's going to get me fired up, okay? Because I've drank raw milk and I've noticed no issues from it. So if you can drink any dairy products, if you can get your hands on raw milk, drink raw milk. Now, would I recommend drinking a whole GOMAD diet worth of raw milk? No. Would I drink a half gallon of it? No. It's that gold. You want to take care of it. It's usually more expensive than store-bought milk too, and hard to get your hands on. So relish in it. I drank 4 cups. 4 cups of milk, 600 calories in a day, stuffing 600 calories on top of things, just piling up on all the things I eat. That is awesome. It is a perfect way of getting your calories in. So I just wanted to discuss that because it's an easy golden tidbit of knowledge of how you can gain calories and put calories on your mound of calories. Drink your milk. Don't be afraid of milk. Milk and snacks, as well as everything else you're eating. I'm going to assume you're eating a well-balanced diet. Having your meat, having your chicken, having your grains, so on and so forth. These are just little bitty tips in order to pile on what you've already got. The snacks, the milk, embrace that stuff. And like I said, try that out. Go, if you can get raw milk, your hands on raw milk, get your hands on raw milk. So that's about it. That's about wrapping it up. I just wanted to discuss this kind of stuff, these little bitty tricks, these little bitty tips in order to gain size, in order to gain strength, in order to reach your calories, and to take heart in the fact that you do not have to eat as much as you think you do in order to gain size and in order to gain strength. You need to be able to eat consistently, sure. You need to be able to eat to support your training. A lot of people it depends on the person. Some person's going to require more calories than the other person. They more than likely have a bigger appetite in that case. These bugs are everywhere. I think these federal agents are droning in on me because I discussed raw milk and how it doesn't make you sick and how it won't kill you. So that about wraps it up. Eat your snacks. Find some good, nice little snacks. Suck them down during the day. Drink your milk throughout the day. Make sure your other meals are in place and you're going to be golden. Do not worry too much about your caloric intake. Do not dirty bulk. Don't cut either. If you do not have to cut, do not cut. Okay? Do not be a shredded aesthetic bruh. Just eat and get bigger, get stronger, and that about wraps it up, fellas. So take those things into account, and thank you guys for watching. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I pray you are all blessed, and I thank you again for watching and taking the time. Hope I could help out. Peace.